had to cry through. A lot of battles left me battered and bruised, and I was shattered, had my heart ripped in two. I was broken. There were a lot of times I stumbled and crashed when I was only down to my last chance. So many times.
So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this, get used to this, and if you're used to this, obviously you're not new to this. Today I'm going to be doing a if you guys like what you see, hit the like button, and if you've been following me some time, press the subscribe button like now. Anyways, you guys, today I will be talking about something serious that is very personal and close with me, you guys, that resonates home and hits home every single time I talk about it. And I don't talk about it a lot, but I'm gonna talk about it today. So the other day I was watching The Quad on BET, and you know, they had this episode where the little girl got raped or whatever, and I went to Facebook and, you know, I said I shame that I can relate to the girl that, you know, made the rape allegation, that nobody believes her, or people were just, you know, bashing her or whatever. And somebody commented on the post, and they were basically saying, oh, we have to just suck it up and move on. And I'm like, wow. And I'm not saying that she's not wrong, but I'm not saying that she's right either. For you guys who don't know, I've been raped multiple times or whatever, and I, like, after, you know, the first time after you fought, anyway, I'm going to get to that. And you're like, oh, you just say that, that's just an excuse. No, I've actually been raped more than one time, you guys. And the first time it happened, I fought. I tried to fight back, and I felt so embarrassed, you guys. I didn't want to say anything because I was like, people are going to talk about me and this and that and blah, 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 blah. I didn't know how to feel, you guys. And this is all going off my personal experience. I didn't know how to feel, you guys. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. I didn't know what to do. So I let it happen again. At this time, I tried to fight it. But you guys, I got beat up again. I just said, if I fight and I keep on getting beat up for doing it, then what's the big deal? And for years, I let people just take it from me. Like, if I said no, if they put their hands around my neck, it's like, I said I was going to do this and this going to happen, I would just do it, because I was afraid. Because I was afraid a lot of the times or whatever. And I was really scared, you guys. I used to be really scared. Like, I used to hate to be around people, and I think that's why I had a lot of trust issues, and I didn't really like a lot of older men, or I would date older men, because the people who were doing it to me were people who were my age. And a lot of things happened where they were calling me, oh, you're the whore, you're the this, you're the that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm not really all of that. Can you not? It's not true. Can you not believe the rumors? They're not true. I was trying to fight. I didn't really do it. And a lot of stuff was said about me that really hurt my heart. Like, they would sit there and say I'm all of this. And when you're young, you don't really feel like, well, I felt like I couldn't say anything, because I felt like I didn't want to be that girl, you know, the girl that's always saying this happened and that happened, because I did it in middle school one time, and I got a name, you know what I mean? I got called a liar. I got, I'm trying to set this person up, or I'm trying to, trying to get back at somebody because they didn't want to be in a relationship with me. When truthfully, they forced me to do some things, and I was really heartbroken, and I didn't want to be that girl again. And nobody really believes me. I feel like, when I say nobody, like, nobody believed me. And everybody thought it was just in my character to do something like that, and for me to sit there and say that as a cop-out, and that really hurt my heart, you guys. Like, it just really hurt my heart, because I feel like, why would you not believe me when I'm telling you the truth? Why would you think that I'm lying? Like, this is not something that you would just sit there and make up a lie about and then think that it's okay, because it isn't. And I hate liars. I really do. I hate liars. I really hate liars. And for me to go sit there and you know, lie about something like that, which means I hated myself, which I didn't, you guys. Some of the effects that I got from being raped was I became really suicidal. Like, I just went into this deep depression, you guys. I really went into this really deep depression. And, it took me some time to get out of it, you guys. And when I say it took me some time, like, baby, it took me some time to get out of it. Like, I was sad. I was heartbroken. I didn't even know how to feel. I really felt like I always thought it was my fault, because for those who do not know, from age 8 to 13, I was molested by uncles and stuff, and they would touch on me, and they would say, if anything happens like this, you supposed to do this. Like, even the uncle slept with me, and he said, oh, this was a long time coming, and you deserve this, because you've been doing this and been doing that. But the thing is, I never asked for nobody to touch on me, and it would, like, really bother me. And you're like, oh, you know, oh, you was old enough to know better. You was old enough. Like, no, you don't get it. It's a mindset type thing. And I went, and, like, so every single time something would, like, pop off in my life or whatnot, I would, you know, I would become suicidal. And it would be really bad to the point where I really started cutting myself. And I think my mom got mad at me because she didn't understand. I don't want to tell her, because, you know, you're not supposed to cry, and you're supposed to be over these things. You're supposed to suck it up and keep it moving, because life goes on. Like, you're not allowed to grieve or whatever, and you're not allowed to do this. And she was like, oh, if you do this and you do that, like, it was all love. She was like, if you do this, you're going to go to hell. Like, you're going to cut yourself. Because I didn't want to tell her, and I guess she got frustrated with me. I would be frustrated too. But, I don't know all my business, but y'all already know all my business. And it took me a very long time to get over the fact, like, you guys, I had to listen to, I ended up listening to a podcast, not a podcast, but I started listening to Eric Thomas. And Eric Thomas, when I say Eric Thomas, like, really, because I'm not really churchy, you know what I mean? But when I listen to Eric Thomas, he, you know, he inspires me, and he did a video called You Matter. You know what I mean? And I listened to it recently, and I, you know, again, and I was like, oh, I matter. Because for so long, being raped for so long, and having people take advantage of me and treat me wrong, do me wrong, disrespect me. I was in a relationship with one dude who, when I was asleep, he took it, and he was like, just take it. And I didn't have any more fight left in me. Like, that's how bad it hurt. Because I didn't have any more fight left in me, and I just let it happen. And you guys, when I went home, I cried that night. I really did. I cried. And a lot of people think that, you know, it's going to be easy. It's easy. Like, oh, it's whatever, you know. And I thought for a long time, because, you know, since I was getting raped and people were taking, you know, stuff from me, making me do sexual things, like literally abusing me when I didn't do it, I thought that in order to avoid all of that, that I would, you know, just offer sex up, like, voluntarily. Like, oh, you like me? Oh, I like you. Here, take it. So therefore, I felt like I had some type of control, but I didn't have any control. And I became celibate, you guys. And I said that sex isn't the answer. And I think I told y'all on the channel already if I didn't, but at age 19, I got raped again. And I went to go get tested, and I found out I had something. And I was like, I know who it is. You know what I mean? I know what happened. I know who it is. I know who did it. I know why they did it. And I felt awful. So the next time I was with that person, and yeah, like, if they did this, why would you go back to that person? I guess because it was what I'm used to, and I didn't want to go around anybody else, because I felt embarrassed. I felt ashamed. I felt like they were the only people that would accept me for for my mistakes and stuff like that. So I sat there and I hung around the same exact people who hurt me, because I didn't want to go to anybody else, because I was afraid that it might happen again, and I'd rather be hurt by the same person than get hurt by somebody else and be a long list of people that I have to forgive and forget and forgive and say that it's okay. We're fine. We're perfectly okay. After they did it, I got something and I had to go get tested. First time ever that I got something when I went and got tested. And I had to pay $60, $80 for a little pill that made me throw up, you guys. And and then I said I wasn't gonna do it no more, you feel me? And then I had to go, and I said, because when I was 18, I made a promise to myself that if it ever happened again, I would go call the police. And I didn't. I fought back the last time, and I ran, and I ran, and I ran. Got in the car, and he took me home, and I felt so bad. What else? Some of the effects that I've had from being raped or being, sexually promiscuous when these things happened. I became addicted to sex. I became suicidal. I ran away from home. I thought nobody really believed me, so I had trust issues. I started to date older men because younger men were doing it to me, and when older men started doing it back to me, I had trust issues with dudes for a very long time. I didn't want to date. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was scared. I used to write poems about how I was afraid to get close to people because you guys, I was really scared. I was really scared because I felt like nobody understood me, and I was afraid to get close to people, and I don't want to tell people because I thought people would say that's just like you to do things like this, and you're doing this on purpose. The first time is a mistake. The second time you do it on purpose, and every time after that, and it hurt my heart. I got accused for a lot of stuff that I wouldn't even do in a million years. And it hurt. And it really did hurt. And for a long time, I didn't date. I just slept around because I thought that's what everybody wanted from me. I had low self-esteem, and I thought that if somebody ever came to me and they said they really liked me, I'd say, for what? Because I don't see the purpose, and I don't see anything. I don't even see why you would like me because I'm not even perfect. My past is ugly. It's as ugly can get, and nobody really knows the truth but me. And every time I try to tell the truth, nobody listens to me. Nobody understands me, and if we get into an argument, I'm afraid you might pull it up, and you gonna hear some stuff about me, and I don't feel like justifying myself or going back to that place because it hurts. That's why everybody says, why you gotta explain yourself so much? Why you gotta explain yourself so much? Because I hate being misunderstood and be called hoes, bitches, and tricks, and all this other stuff. I hated it. It hurt my heart. It hurt me so much that every single time somebody would say, oh, you a hoe and you were this and you were that, it would make me cringe. I hated the thought of being a hoe because I know I wasn't a hoe. I know I wasn't all of this stuff, and the only reason why I was doing some of the stuff I was doing is because Jay was already doing it to me. So if I put myself out there and I thought I could do it by myself and it wouldn't hurt, it was whatever. That's how I felt. I'm going to do it so you don't have to do it to me. And everybody's like, oh, you're a hoe, you're a this, you're a that, you making up these stories, these are lies, this is that. I never had a serious relationship where I was truly in love with somebody and I could really sit there because I was so afraid that they might do to me what everybody's been doing to me for the longest, fucking me over. I really was afraid. I told myself, big girls don't cry, so I showed in my tears, and every single time I'm about to cry, the tears don't even come out anymore, because I say, what's the use of crying? I cried so long one time that I surprised myself how long I cried. And I said, we are better than this. I had breakdowns out of nowhere sometimes. I remember I was in class one day, and somebody who, raped me called my phone. And then the person who molested me texted me and said, "Hey, I miss you, stranger." And the person who had sex with me, they kept on texting me after they took it. And I had a breakdown after class. You guys, I cried to my professor. I went in tears and I started crying. I just let it all out. And I said, "I don't know how to do this. I don't. It's driving me crazy. I don't know what to do. I feel like a chicken with his head cut off. I'm scared." "So what are you scared of?" I said, "I'm scared of them." And he said, "They're not here." I said, "That doesn't matter if they're not here." And him being a psychology teacher that he was, he said, "I need to go to therapy." And I said, "I don't want to go to therapy. That's for crazy people. That's for people who are crazy." And I feel like I'm not crazy. I just feel like I just need somebody to talk to. I want somebody to understand me for once and not sit there and judge me for my past, what they think that I've done, because I have not done anything. And I just felt so alone. It hurt my heart, And people say, "Oh, you're so strong, you're so strong, you're so beautiful." You guys, for a long time, I didn't even feel beautiful. I didn't. I hated myself. I hated how I looked. I hated how my body looked. I wanted to be ugly. I wanted to be dirty. I didn't brush my teeth for the longest. I skipped showers. I did everything to be unattractive so nobody would want me. So nobody could take anything from me, and they still took it from me, and they still talked bad about me, and they still did me wrong. And I said, "You know what? Something snapped in me." And I think I told y'all the podcast, You Matter. And after I listened to that, I had to go tell myself, I matter every day. I matter every day. I matter every day. And how I got over all that stuff, and how I have to sit there and I can talk about it without crying, or without feeling too bad, or without feeling sad and down, is I tell myself I matter. Every single time I think I don't matter, I'm like, "You matter. You matter, Mom. You matter, Mom. Shoy, you matter, son. You matter." And I was like, you know what? I matter. I matter. I matter. I matter. So every time I didn't want to take a shower, I mattered. Every time I didn't want to brush my teeth, I mattered. Every single time I didn't want to get out of bed, I mattered. I had to tell myself that every single day. And I said, "You got to do something that you love, Mama. Do what you wanted to do." And I said, I want to start my YouTube channel because I wanted my YouTube channel to be the bomb-tastic, bomb-diggity thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life, you guys. And I had to say, I matter. I matter. I matter. I said I matter so much, sweetheart. And if I ever feel down now, I just be like, I matter. I matter. I matter. I matter. And I had to believe it, you guys. And it was hard because when people sit there and call you all types of names, hoes, bitches, and all this other stuff, and they come at you sideways, and they look at you and they talking trash to you, you feel a certain type of way because you feel like you ain't do nothing to deserve that. And you just be like, I matter. I matter. I matter. I matter. And oh my gosh, you guys, the type of person I am, I like to give. I like to care for people. I like to see people happy and winning. And I could never do anything. I could never hold grudges. So for the life of me, every time it happened to me, I forgave. I kept on forgiving, and I kept on forgiving. And everybody's like, "Oh, you got to be stronger than that, Mom. You got to be stronger than that." Like, no, how strong do I have to be? Because I thought I was strong enough already. You guys, I tried to kill myself multiple times. I would cut myself. Every single little thing, like you guys, like I thought about drowning myself one time. And it's hard because if you tell people that, then they look at you like you're crazy and like you don't have a heart. And going to therapy will make me crazier because if people knew that I thought about going to therapy, "Oh, she's just crazy. Oh, black people don't do therapy. Oh, this and that." But it hurt me, and the black men in the community hurt me so much that I just got tired of it. I got tired of it. I even wanted to date outside my race for the simple fact that white boys ain't never hurt me. And if they hurt me, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be as bad as a black man doing it. Because if a black man can do it, why can't a white man do it too, huh? And I'm pretty sure they don't do it. And the stereotypes that they show, that they always get justice. And that the white men do this and the white men do that. And at least if they hurt me, I'll be better off economically. And I said, so one day after I started getting healed or whatever, I realized that I can't be this person anymore. And it wasn't even anger. It was just I got tired of hurting. I got tired of being tired of hurting. I got to the point where being hurt and me getting along didn't just go hand in hand anymore. I felt like I didn't want to do it anymore. I felt like, why would I want to be in my feelings? Why would I want to be hurt? Like, I real deal had to let everybody go that has hurt me. So when I do my story times, it's me letting them go. It's me being honest with you guys and transparent and as open as I know how to be by telling the truth. I tell the truth and I tell it with all honesty. And it's me because I realize just because I went through this, it has to be a reason why I went through this stuff, right? Because I'm just not going to be there, you know what I mean? This stuff just didn't happen to me. I said, maybe it's happened to me because I got to go tell people about it. Because maybe somebody, was going through this right now and they need to hear this. And I felt like, go tell the people about it. Go tell the people about it. They've already called you the hoes and bitches. What else can they call you? But they can't know they're going to call you a liar now. You know the truth. Somebody gonna see this and be like, yo, shorty strong. And I thought I was the only one. That's why I do half the videos and story times that I do. Because I think I've been through so much crap in my life that I feel like it's only right for me to go tell it. Yeah, I'm only 21 and I really shouldn't feel like I'm this old. But I do. And I feel like it's up to me to go tell y'all the truth and how I got over things. I'm giving y'all my raw emotions. And I may not cry, but these are my raw emotions. And I feel like if any of you guys know me, I know that I want to see everybody do great. I want to see everybody do good. I want to see everybody winning. Like, I love to see people winning. It makes me happy to see people win. But how I got over my rape, I had to let everybody go. I forgave everybody. I started telling my story. I started writing poems, and I even performed one at a poetry slam. Thanks, Monty. I appreciate you. And it felt so good to have the support of people. I had to change the way I thought about stuff. I had to go say I matter every single day, and I had to take baby steps. I didn't just start showering regularly again. I had to take baby steps. It was I'm brushing my teeth this morning. I'm gonna get up. You feel me? And I started getting up at 12, and I started getting went to 10, to 5. Now I get up and I try to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So the latest I get up is 7, and I feel like that's late. I had to reestablish my self-worth, and I had to start. And I'm saying this process is easy. It's not easy. It's gonna be you gonna cry, and you gonna cry. Okay, you don't feel bad, and it's just you stripping away everybody that has hurt you. Me, I have an easy time forgiving people because I feel like I don't want to have that weight on my shoulders of what they did to me and how it hurt me and how I can't forgive them. Now I see the people who did me wrong, and I can have a full-blown conversation with them and not feel anything and not give them my number and not give them another chance to come back into my life and hurt me again, because I understand that just because I forgive them does not mean I have to let them back into my life. You guys, this has been the end of the video. But what I want you guys to get from this is that I'm being honest with you guys about my personal life because I want you guys to do better. And rape is something that you just don't get over, and you have to reestablish yourself. You have to reaffirm yourself that it's not your fault, and that you didn't deserve it, no matter what the circumstances were, and that you are worth it, and that you are beautiful, and that you are amazing, and that nobody can stop you from doing anything. And that just because you've been raped does not mean it's the end of the world. And if you need to go to counseling, go to counseling. It has helped me. Whatever you need to do to be better, you need to be better. But don't go out there and try to do self-harm to yourself or anything, because it's not going to be worth it. Not at all. I found out that these cuts on my arms, you don't see them now, but the cuts that used to be on my arms or whatever, they weren't worth it. And you don't have to go out there and be something or try to get back at people. Forgive them. And if you got to go through a process, which you will, it's going to be painful. Then once you go through that process, you're going to be even bigger and better. And then you need to tell your story so you can educate other young women out there so they don't feel so alone. Don't be embarrassed by it. Because for a long time, I was so embarrassed by it. Anyways, you guys, that's the end of the video. If you like what you saw, thumbs me up. If you didn't, thumbs me down. Leave a comment down below. Tell me how you got over your rape, or how somebody molested you or tried to sexually harass you. I want to know. I really want to know, because I like to hear stories like this. I love to hear survivor stories. And if you've been following me for some time, like I said, press the subscribe button. Love ya.